just got out of the shower and I'm like, it's Truth Friday time. I got to come here and be with you. So this stuff I've been thinking about this week, it's always about like meeting up every week and going into Truth Friday. And so what I'm coming with is a post I did earlier this week. So think about any posts you've been doing, any conversations you've been doing. See how this serves you. I just don't want to hide anymore. It gets tiring. So when I started this business about 15 years ago, I already made that statement. And at that point, what I knew, I opened up as much as I could. Like I just opened up and said, I don't want to hide anymore. I don't want to hide anymore. And I thought when I woke up this week at some point, I was like, there's something more that I'm hiding. And I don't want to do that anymore. So this is what came up for me. Now, if you think about, hi, Michelle. If you think about what you feel you want to be more truthful about with you, with yourself, with everyone around you, what would it be? What would give you that space of like, I need to tell somebody. I need to tell somebody this because I'm not talking about it enough. So mine is spiritual. And being truthful about that and the depths of that. And so I went back to, and tell me what you think about this. I went back to, well, what made me be in this being space that people didn't see before? So if you think about that, like, what is it that you want to be truthful about? And what was the change or shift that you saw that it just grew you so fast that it wasn't like this natural thing where you just naturally grew? They say with age, oh, that comes with age. Oh, you're smarter because you're in your 40s. You're smarter because you're in your 50s. You're smart. It just keeps going on and on, It's like, well, give people respect, the ones that are feeling raw and vulnerable and really stepping in. Like really wanting to know the truth about, why am I here? What's the journey? And yours may be different. What is yours on your white plate? Like those questions that you're asking, that you're stirring up. I've been in the health industry for 25 years. I tell you, I'm just always talking about health, interchange with regular conversation. I know that this is a story, and think about your story that is bringing you to that pivotal point where you're saying, I don't want to live this dual life anymore where I can see there's this growth that's not shameful. But it might be there's something you have to scrub and clean and be truthful with, because maybe not everybody believes in what you believe. That's what I hear in my family, because I grew so much while I'm raising my kids. But I lost so many people, like within a couple years range, like some real important people in my life. And it made a shift. So what the difference was for me, this is my story. When my best friend, I had known her since I was 19. And we would take off and go for drives, but not just little drives. Let's get in the car, let's go down to 7-Eleven. It wasn't just that. Come on, Ike or Michelle, just add in whatever, anybody that's coming in and recording. It was one of these where Anna and I would get in the vehicle and we'd just be driving and we'd go, oh my gosh, this Petaluma, oh boy. And excuse me here, I just basically got out of the shower, so. Oh boy, this is boring. Nope, can't stay in Petaluma. And I go, let's go to San Francisco, because we go to San Francisco and go dancing. But at some point, the warehouses weren't as big and cool as they were when I was 16, 17, 18, 19. Anybody do the whole dance club thing in their teenage years? Or, yeah. Let's go to LA then. Let's go to San Diego. Let's go. And they were these bigger, from Petaluma, Northern California, Southern California. Let's just take off. Let's just go to Palm Springs. It's spring break. Everybody's there. Well, not everybody's there, but that's what Anna and I were on this adventure for. Anna became a very important, integral part of the layers in my life. Is this making sense for you at all? Like this woman, the reason why I became deeper holistic was I lost her 2 years ago. Her whole family lost her, even her kids. I mean, this is an incredible woman. And you know what she challenged me to do? Put my hands on her back so that her back could release the stress of the stuff that she was dealing with. And she was dealing with cancer. And then she would say instantly, Rhonda, I need meditation. Do meditation. Please do meditation. Now, this is me living in Sacramento now. Her in Petaluma. She's lived all over the place, San Francisco, blah, 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 all over. She ended up in Petaluma. 2.5 hours away from each other. And this is how close we were. Even when I started my business, she was there for me because she knew graphic design stuff, marketing stuff. So she's dealing with this big thing. So I go visit her. And this is the last time I got to spend time with her like this. And this was in May. It was Cinco de Mayo, and I was cooking, and I had to give her shots because she was dealing with, dealing with cancer stuff. I started hearing things. More things than what I ever heard before. And it was just these beautiful downloads of like how special I was, how special life was, how precious Anna and my relationship, how it was going to be okay if Anna had to transition. Now, if anybody in Anna's family hears this, this is what I felt, because as a family member, everybody has their experiences. So I just want to put that disclaimer. I don't want to hurt anybody at all in this scenario at all. And I started going through this thing where all of a sudden I was stronger for Anna. And sometimes I would just hold the silence because she was not feeling well. She couldn't manage any more noise that was already happening with inside her. It took a lot to be big, bold ass like that. Did I know that these hands, that your hands, that everybody's hands have energy, that our body has energy, that we're exchanging energy all the time? That's like when we can feel each other's energy. I didn't know it at the depths. It totally changed my life. Now, when Anna passed on, I was a changed person. Extremely sad. But she gave me tools that I had no idea that were available to me. I just knew some people were healers, some people did this, some people did that. Oh, do you want to be in Reiki? Do you want to do a master Reiki stuff? Do you want to do this? Do you want to do that? But I was living it. So now comes the point to set me free. So find your story. Where is your story in this? What are you ready to just let go and just set yourself free? I had to set myself free. And I'm still working on that. This week I realized I haven't shared with people that when I'm working with clients, I get downloads. Now that might be basic, but in my household, it is different. That's not how when I got in a marriage 26 years ago that I even believed. I believe I was almost atheist at that time. I mean, just so many things that have transformed. And I knew that I needed to get more into truth, especially with the people in my four walls of like, what's happening for me? What are my insights? Now, let me transition into this next layer here. So find your story of what really changed your life. And it transformed you to the point where it's hard to share with people everything you hear within yourself, your body, why you're here, what are your nuggets, what are your joys, Why do you keep growing in the way that you're growing, that maybe you're growing faster than what you're really expressing to people or showing people? So this is the pivot point here. Is there anything wrong with what I feel? What is my fear if I tell somebody that I can feel energy, that my heart is so much growing that I can feel somebody's heart, that people that I barely know will say that they love me, and I'll say the same back because I can feel that heart cohesiveness. When I used to tell people I loved them, it would only be my husband, my mom, my kids, and bam, you don't give people I love you kind of thing. That's like, oh my gosh. Now I do. But that layer, that gentle, beautiful layer that opened up, that helps others, like it helped me help others. So why is that so wrong? It's the fear, I'm sorry, that noise. But it's the fear of people not believing you, that you have to prove it, that they don't believe it, I don't approve of this kind of thing. Just allow yourself be. What would happen if you actually came out in full truth with how you feel about this thing that you've been hiding? This is hashtag Truth Friday. And I believe in hashtag speaker locking arms, as opening our vocals and sharing. This week, this is what I'm realizing is we have some secrets that we need to share that's not going to hurt anybody, but it might get a little scary because we're opening up more. And whatever is helping you open up, congratulations. There's some fear in sharing that. If you're out there blasting it to everybody, then I'm so proud of you. Kudos to you, because people think things and stories and pretend like they're on board, but then cut you out in a passive-aggressive way or say things that aren't very nice. So I want to send you so much love through Truth Friday today. We all need these changes because we want to keep evolving. If we stop evolving, life gets painful. All we see is black and white. All we are doing is fighting. All we can see is how can I reconcile what's in my brain. If you go back to the Heart Math Institute or whatever it's called, I've had quite a few people that I've interviewed for Fresh Talks Global Vision, this group, that are very much experts in this area. They're certified through that. And I learned so much about the heart and how the heart can manage so many things around your life, that your brain doesn't have to take full charge and you are fully into the black, white. This is how it is. This is, I'm hearing you. Oh, I didn't hear you. What'd you say? But it's more, you're with it. You're more calm. You're grounded. Your nervous system becomes calm, more loving, because the brain will tell you to close things off. What do you want to be in truth with on this Truth Friday? I appreciate you so much. Love you. Namaste.